The Geelong Gaol first opened its doors in 1853 and ran continuously until 1991, when the gates closed behind its final prisoner and has since operated as a museum for tourists.
Welcome, Macca, to what is now the old Geelong Gaol. Never used to be, 1853 this place opened. Yeah, long time ago now. But you know what? Old Joe Public, they can come round and have a butcher's hook at the place. Yeah, they can wander around and learn some of the stories, the history of this fascinating place that is still standing and was still working until 1991. As you see it now, from 1853 till 1991, incarcerated in here, days, weeks, months, years, even a term of your natural life. There's no heating, there's no cooling, there's no running water in your cell. Mate, you never even had a proper bed until after the Second World War. All you was sleeping on was horsehair and straw mattress.
So there you go, folks. John, one of the inmates here. His real name's Andrew and he works here. He'll give you a good tour around the place when you get here. We're about to check it out. Emma and Josh are actually having a look around now. We might bump into them somewhere too. Can we go and have a look around, mate?
Let's go and have a butcher's. Come on, Macca.
Come on, we're going to have a butcher's. I brought Josh and Em along to demonstrate what could happen if they misbehave on this journey.
But you look at Eliza Upjohn, who's famous because he did Ned Kelly's execution.
Yeah, right.
He was pulled from a cell on the day of the execution. He goes, mate, you're killing Ned. He had no idea. That was bungled.
Can you say thanks but no thanks, or
Yeah, I know, you got
tapped on the shoulder and it is
Yeah.
what it is? Well, how long do they get off their sentence?
I don't know, but it's all part of like...
I don't know if it'd be worth it.
Geelong Gaol has been the place of incarceration for thousands of men, women and children throughout its history. The youngest prisoner on record was aged just 2 years old in the 1860s. I don't know, mate, this reminds me of when I was in jail.
Well, funny you say that, Macca. We are in jail. Yeah, this is the west wing of the old Geelong Gaol. Where we stand now, we just literally, just behind us, is the female section of the west wing. All 3 floors, way above us, used to house all of those untoward women of the Geelong. Yeah, here in the middle, it's where the males were, those hardened crims. And then down the end, 1865, right through to the early 1870s, the Myers Street Industrial School for Girls. Orphaned young girls between the age of 3 and 16, housed down there in a jail, a mixed one at that. Not good at all.
Based on the Pentonvale system, which preached silence and separation, the tiny cells consisted only of a bucket and a few creature comforts made it a miserable existence for all, even the big timers. So, famous people?
Famous people, Macca. Well, infamous, should we say. Uncle Chopper Reed, up there, top floor, cell 101.
Really?
Yeah, he was there 2 lots of 10 months back in the 1980s. Ran this joint like a well-oiled engine.
Is this where he lost his ears?
No, that was Pentridge. Yeah, that was Pentridge, not here, thankfully. Imagine cleaning up that mess.
Be good to listen to.
Back in the day, back in 1923, we had a famous escape. Put Geelong on the map. Angus Murray. He's the right-hand man of Squizzy Taylor. Makes him a lot of money up in Melbourne. Squizzy wants him out. He's in the cell up on the next floor up in the far corner. Smuggled in a chisel, took out the masonry, removed the bars and did a runner. You know what? Only a few months later, in April 1924, poor sod. For all his efforts of getting out of here, he ends up dangling on a rope as the last man executed in the Melbourne jail, April 1924. What a way to go.
Well, I reckon it's time I buggered off too. I might try and escape myself. I'll go and find Josh and Emma. Got any blankets laying around or anything that can tie together and try and get out?
Oh, you know what? They've even done it with toilet roll. Plaited toilet roll and come out of the top floor window. You send your friends here, I'll tell them all about it.
That wouldn't have worked in COVID. You couldn't get any toilet paper.
Oh, no, not at all, so I hear. Yeah, it was like gold dust, wasn't it? Yeah.
Now that the stakes of the journey have been set for Josh and Em, it was time for them to de-stress at the van and for me to visit a Geelong icon.